Something that if you saw coming back here, if you saw the Chico Performances website where I was at, there was a tune. And it was, I don't know if it was fortunate or unfortunate, but I have a tune. I have a friend named Jack Fontanella who plays the banjo, plays the guitar, plays the stand-up bass, calls dances. He's retired now, first and second grade teacher. And I saw him years ago when we both lived in Fairbanks, but we both lived in Juneau at the same time, our capital. And Jack, if you play this kind of music, I think Gordy, Slim, Kevin, Willie, and myself, we have good days, we have bad days. When you have bad days and you play music, you're going to feel better. Mainly we're happy, but you have some bad days, you play music, you're happy. And I saw Jack Fontanella in the post office in Juneau, and he was not looking happy. He defined glum. And I said, Jack, how you doing? And he said, not good. I said, not good. He said, yeah. And I hesitate to say this here, but he said, yeah, my house burned down. And Jack, good musician, he and his partner, now his wife, Jenna, they were out. They heard sirens. It was for their place, and they lost virtually everything. He lost his music instruments. And Juneau, Alaska is like Chico, is like Paradise, is like a lot of places that have, I've been here for several days now, and I've met really wonderful people. You're a wonderful community. So in Jack's case, capital city, this was actually December, into early January with the legislative session. There's no housing in Juneau, but people found Jack and Jenna a place to live within a week. People raised money, had a guitar. What I did, once again, the odds are good, but the goods are odd. A few weeks later, I was leading a writing workshop. And I had this idea of what the instruments sounded like right before they burnt up. I wanted to write something. So I wrote a poem called Burnt Down House for Jack Fontanella. The night of the cabin fire, the midst of cupboards and kitchenware, closets and clothes, when the flames came picking. I like to think how the two guitars, mandolin, banjo, bass, and fiddle might have jumped out of their skins a moment to make the craziest, most raucous caterwauling noise. Enough riotous Jabberwock to fuel a dozen generations of old-time string bands before slipping back into maple to smoke hot and right the instrument's last bright Denali festival of sound. It was a gift for Jack. I gave it to him. He had the poem and he had it on his refrigerator for months, and I saw him as he was remaking his life, as folks here have been, as they can remake their lives in something like that. And then some months later, I said, Jack, I make up fiddle tunes if you want. You like the poem, I'll make up a fiddle tune for you called Burnt Down House. And to this day, I don't know why I didn't say, fiddlin' poet, don't press your luck. But he said, yeah, I'd like a tune. I gave him the big choice in old-time music. I said, key of A or key of D? And he said, key of D. Willie's going to play the banjo with it. We're going to go play Burnt Down House a couple times with it, or 2 or 3 times, and then we're going to, we're on the home stretch here this evening, on quite an evening. Have you ever seen such variety here? That's a scary thought. burnt down house. For Jack Fontanella, who has had a great life since, and my hope is that everybody who has been, through this, as time goes on, we're all gonna go, be through this, and be better.